Okay, in part 3 of this tutorial we're going to be making the anvil and the piston. So make sure your last file is saved, and we're going to go new, and again standard inch IPT. Open that up, and create new sketch, there we go, and let's create it on the front plane. Okay, so I'm going to use the circle tool, I'm going to draw a 1 inch circle, so I move this out, we're going to use dynamic input, so 1, enter, and there's our pre-dimensioned 1 inch circle. Finish sketch, and now we're going to extrude that. Now for the anvil we can adjust this later, but let's extrude it a distance of 2 inches, and okay. So there's the start of our anvil. Now we need a wider piece on the back so it has a bit of a stop when it's going into the holder. So let's go create 2D sketch again on that space, another circle, and this time let's make this 1.5. There we go. So we've got a 1.5 circle. Finish sketch. We're going to extrude again. Select both profiles. And this time it doesn't need to be any more than a 1/4 inch. So there's our basic anvil. We can add a little bit of flair to that just to make it look a little nicer. So put a chamfer on there. And apply. Okay, so there we go. Let's change the color of this part so we know when we're doing our assembly that it's a separate part. And let's see, olive green today, and we're going to save that. So this part is going to be the anvil. There we go, save. So there's the anvil. We can close this, we don't need it anymore. Close that too, and that. Okay, so let's do another new part. Standard inch IPT, double click on that, create new sketch, we're going to create it on that plane, and use our circle tool, another 1 inch circle, dynamic input there, finish sketch, and we're going to extrude this circle. Extrude the circle, so we go extrude, click on the circle, and this one let's extrude to 5.5 inches. 5.5. We may need to change this later, but for now that's okay. So there we go. Now we did draw it so the origins were in the middle, so let's click origin. And we can pick that one or that one or that one. Let's go there. I'm going to right click and turn on my visibility. So now I can see that middle plane. I'm going to create a new plane for drawing a little cutout on the back here. So plane, and I can click on that and drag it out. I want 1/4 inch. So I click yep. And you can see now I've got 2 planes there. Create 2D sketch on that new plane. We can project the geometry from the end so we know how big to draw. And we're just going to draw in a rectangle. Now this rectangle should go down about 1 inch. So we'll go 1, tab, 1 using that dynamic input, and finish sketch. So you can see there's my rectangle. We're going to extrude that rectangle and cut. So if this window doesn't show up, we can hide that. We can use cut down here as well, so either join or cut. Now we want to cut the opposite direction that it's cutting because we're just trying to remove a little piece of material. So let's change it to that direction. And distance wise we just want to go to all, but doesn't really matter right now because it will just cut what we need it to cut. So you can see there's my cutout. Now I need to mirror this cutout to the other side. So I'm going to use my mirror command. I'm going to select that feature, mirror plane, use my original plane as my mirror plane, and then OK. And you can see now that one cutout from one side got mirrored to the other. So I don't need these work planes visible anymore, so I can right click, visibility, right click, visibility, and that clears that up. And again, if we wanted, we could add some filleting or some chamfers to this. So let's just do a little chamfer. That might even be a little big. Let's say 1/16, so 1/16 of an inch. There, we'll add there. And move it around, just make sure I get the right angle here. So there, it's all chamfered in nicely. That's good. Okay, and we need a hole in the middle. So we're going to start a new sketch. Now I should have put the chamfer on later, but that's okay. We'll just project the geometry so we have a good idea of what we're working with. And we'll add our point. So I want the point to be in the middle. General dimension, so this should be 1/2 inch from here to here, which it is. And we want it 1/2 inch from here to here, which it is. Finish sketch, and we're going to make a hole 1/4 inch through. So 1/4 inch, distance all, and okay. So just simple little hole there. Let's change the color of the material. So up here, and something we haven't used yet, which I'm probably going to forget at this point. Let's say yellow. We haven't used yellow yet. Okay, let's save the part. And this is the piston. Save.